paperwork and your note, and that's it.
I know that, but you may have to stand up in a court of law and prove what was said.
Can you remember what you said 12 months ago?
I won't have to, mate.
So why do you think Peter was fired? It may not be related to this situation at all, but if it is, London Re can deny the claim through non-disclosure. They're off the hook. So why is Peter Warden out on his ear?
Well, maybe he breached company guidelines. If they specifically prohibit writing certain business under certain conditions, then perhaps it's a sackable offence.
Or if because he didn't see the possibility of Cull Quakerous, perhaps he didn't bother to lay off some of the risk.
Yeah, that'd do it. I can just imagine it, can't you? Peter getting a rollicking from his manager. What the hell do you think you're playing at, underwriting this load of rubbish? We do not write workers' compensation in California.
But the broker didn't tell me.
But look at all of these claims. Why didn't you lay off any of this?
They withheld the information.
What kind of excuse is that? Get out, Peter. You're fired.
Glad you're finding this amusing.
So if the London Re claim falls, who's got their head on the block?
Ego, I should think. Is that right?
That's right.
And what excuse has Ego got? How can they get out of paying up?
They can't.
You sure?
Absolutely. What?
Can you tell him?
I think you'd better. I haven't the heart.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Ego's going to say something like, my line was subject to reinsurance. You have failed to secure it. I'm not at risk.
I don't know if he made that provision when he scratched.
But you don't know that he didn't.
No, I can't swear to it.
But even if that's not the case, Barry, there's still the other thing.
What other thing?
Don't look at me. I've no idea what he's talking about.
There's nothing to say. Everything's tied up. They can trawl through the file as much as they like. There's nothing to find. Ego wrote the business. They'll have to pay up.
Not if they can help it.
Thanks. Don't know why I came in here now. So, what's the other thing?
This survey. You say that it was done for the art market.
Yeah.
And that it showed various probabilities for earthquakes in California over the next few years, is that right?
That's right.
And the survey is in the file?
Of course.
Well, if I were Ego and I was looking for a way not to pay out on this claim, I would focus on that survey.
Why? That survey was done for the art market. No one else had any right or any need to see it. It didn't concern anyone else.
I disagree. I would have very much liked to have seen that survey. I think it was a relevant and necessary document.
You mean you had that survey in your file and you didn't show it to me? Do you honestly think I'd have scratched my line if I'd known what was in that survey?
That survey was immaterial to your line. Besides, it was a survey of probability. It's like an actuarial forecast or a weather forecast. It cannot be relied upon as fact, and therefore it isn't material.
Don't you think I'm best qualified to judge what's material and what's not?
Besides, if it was material to the art market, it was material to me.
The fact is that you had this survey in your possession, and you failed to disclose it to me.
Exactly.
Material non-disclosure of probability survey.
So,
No, you're wrong.
Wouldn't bet on it.
I would, and I'd win.
Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, mate, have it your own way, but if you think we've given you a hard time, wait till you get into court.
If it comes to that.
Quite.
Well, you two have cheered me up no end. Thanks. I think I'll head off home now.
we didn't mean to depress you, Barry.
No, I'm sure.
Oh, just one more thing.
Yeah, what?
I don't wish to depress you anymore, Barry.
No,
but have you thought what you're going to say when Vivian calls you in?
Thank you, gentlemen. Faultless. Didn't come in too early, I'll let you off. Okay. You've now got half an hour to go through those three questions and come up with your verdict. Grab a cup of coffee, there'll be more tea and coffee coming in. Grab a cigarette.